Guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be talking to you about my experiences over the last 12 months on this, which is the Sierra Designs Flex Capacitor rucksack. So I've done a lot of walking, a lot of long distance walking trails in the UK with this in the past 12 months. As you can see, it's a little bit dirty, but it's served me incredibly well, and it's probably the best backpack I've ever owned, and that's why I wanted to do a review about it. So for those of you who don't know, Sierra Designs is a US company, and this is quite a unique design whereby it comes in 3 different sizes. So they have a small size, which is a day pack. I think it's 25 to 40 litres. They do a medium one at 40 to 60, and this is the biggest one they do at 60 to 75 litres. And that's the key thing about this, is the range of the capacity with these bags, because it uses quite an ingenious design, which I'll come on to shortly, which is around these straps that you see in the middle. So this is actually, before I go on, this is probably the previous model. It's now been updated, and I think there's been some minor changes whereby they've put a mesh pocket on the front now, so that maybe they've taken some of the feedback that's been given to it. But I just wanted to take you through it and go through some of the features, what has certainly worked well for me, and perhaps a few things that could be improved on moving forward. Okay, so as I said, the whole feature around this rucksack is the fact that it can expand. Okay, so we have across here 4 straps, which in effect are the load capacity strap. So what I mean by that is that if you were to fill this backpack up, you could actually, and I'll demonstrate it, you actually would cinch all these down, and you can see straight away the way the pack starts to reduce in size. Obviously, as you fill in, if you put more stuff into your pack, then you just open these up, and that's what gives it the expanding capacity across all 3 of these ranges. They come in, I think, in 3 different colours. This is I think it's the sand colour, so it's obviously the lightest colour. I think they do it in a blue, and they do it in a dark colour as well. 2 sizes that they do. They have a small to medium and a medium to large. Again, you can check their website as to what size and measurements would fit best for your particular body. Okay, so the rucksack itself is opened and is accessed through the top. Okay, it has a top loader there, and as you open it, I'll just take my sleeping bag out, which I put in to sort of show it up for it, and then basically within that rucksack you now have your cavernous sack. It does have a water hydration bag inside it as well. This is quite useful as well, because it is attached with these connections here, and what that does allow you to do is actually take it out from the inside, and you have the ability on the outside to actually connect it to those 2 or those 4 points there as well. So perhaps if you've got some wet gear that you might want to expose to the sun, again, you can put it in there and it would obviously dry out. The key thing about this bag, though, is that, as normally with most rucksacks, as you put more stuff in, the lid comes up, and that's where all the volume is taken, because the lid will come up. And this is the beauty of this bag, is actually it's all done from the sides as well, hence what these 4 straps are there for. On the sides you have compression straps as well, so again, great for attaching any sort of gear, tent poles, etc. There are 2 really cavernous pockets, mesh pockets there, one there and one there, so again you can fit lots of stuff in there. And it also has 2 very ample sized hip pockets as well. The actual bag itself is actually from a Y frame, so This is quite unique as well. It's aluminium, and the whole purpose of this is that it actually flexes as you move at the top, as you can see there. So while the weight is carried on your hips, it allows to move with the contours of your body. Really good. It also has a nice sort of, when it's on the back, it has a nice airflow between the back and the back of the actual rucksack itself. Two very comfortable sort of shoulder scapular pads as well to cushion your back, and it also has a very comfortable and contoured lumbar belt on it as well. The fixing, just before going to the fixing, I forgot to mention, it also has two pockets. So these are obviously, again, mesh pockets, so again for water bottles or perhaps sunglasses or any other sort of small things that you want easy access to. It does have also, as I say, connection points there for ice axe or walking trekking poles, and also from the top there is a small compartment there as well, where you can put, again, some small stuff in there, gloves, keys, etc, etc. Not the biggest, and that's probably one of the downsides of this pack. Overall though, it's a fantastic pack. I can honestly say I was so impressed by it, I actually bought another one. So what you can see here is the same pack, but this is the slightly smaller one. So this is the 40 to 60 litres in a slightly different colour. Both of these, by the way, were second hand. And again, I'm always a big advocate of looking at second hand markets, because I look after my gear, and I think people like myself will obviously look after their gear as well. And this is absolutely fantastic, and this is not a mark on it. They retail in, I think, about the £130, £140 mark, so not the cheapest, but certainly not as expensive as perhaps some of the Ospreys. And I can honestly say this is the most comfiest rucksack I have ever had. Weight wise as well, which is obviously a key thing for a lot of people, this is coming in at, I think, about 1.2 kilograms, which for a pack this size and what it can carry, I mean, I've had 15, 16, 17 kilograms in this big pack that I use sometimes for the winter, and I've not even felt it. And that's, again, is testament to the quality of the pack, as well as the construction of it in terms of its size and its weight on your back. It's not a heavy back to carry. You will not feel you're carrying a heavy backpack. Absolutely love it. As I say, I was so impressed, I bought its baby sister, and I'd highly recommend these to everyone. As I say, they've been tested all through the UK the last 12 months, and fantastic. So guys, what I'd do, I thought I'd just show you the actual pack, how it sits on the back. As you can sort of see, there's a nice gap between the actual back and the actual the back of the pad, so you get a nice airflow through there. There's a stern strap, obviously, which can be moved up and down, so you can obviously get it to the right position. Normal load lift is to pull the back in closer to you, and the belt is probably super comfy. This is the one thing I really like about this. So this is we just put the belt on, and we just sort of bend over. You've got a nice double clip belt there, and then you can just pull these in really tight, and you can see how that sits on my pack. Now, it is, as I said, the comfiest pack I've ever worn, and hence why I brought two of them. So that's what you can see. This is the Sierra Designs Flex Capacitor, and this one is the 60 to 75 litre. So if you've liked the video, guys, if you could please like and subscribe, please leave any comments on what your thoughts are on the pack. As you can tell from me, I love it. It's just the coolest pack ever. And hopefully I'll see you on a video very soon for the next one. Okay, take care, guys. See you soon.